Good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connections after show with Gifts of who? Faith! What's up, Faith? What's going on? How are you doing tonight?
Hey, everybody.
All right. We're loading up here, getting everybody to say hi. You guys remember when you say hi, you get automatically added to the list. Guys, you guys can jump the list to get ahead. Remember, the jumps do help. It helps support the show and keep us going, guys. I'm so excited to see everybody here tonight. I'm sure Faith is ready, pumped, and ready to rock and roll. All right, feeling a little bit more comfortable than the first show. Gotta take off the jacket, take off the tie, unbutton a few buttons.
It's after hours, so
it's after
you don't
hours.
have to be so formal.
Gotta be chill.
I'm wearing the black and he's wearing the white, so he doesn't.
The yin and the yang. All right, I'm so excited for everybody to be here, guys. This is going to be one of our new things here on Wednesday. Well, technically Wednesday night, but we are now going into Thursday. But guys, this is going to be our new thing here with
Thursday
Faith.
Morning show.
Exactly, the early. But on the West Coast, not so early, more like late night. Anyway, guys, Faith is going to start having a show starting next week at 6 p.m. Eastern. Get ready for that. That's going to be 5 days a week. So you guys are going to get a whole lot of Faith. And
y'all might get sick of it.
I doubt it, Faith. I doubt it. But yes, you're going to get a whole lot of Faith. And yes, she'll still be on our primetime show and the after-hour show here on Wednesday nights. So, guys, it's going to be hella fun, and I cannot wait for you guys to be introduced to one of our newest hosts that will be joining us next week with Faith and making sure that she can hear her questions and get a chance to connect with all of you. Her name is Catherine. You guys have met her. You've seen her. You guys have had fun with her, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear her read the questions, joke with you guys, and you know, just like me, there's gonna be some banter.
Always.
Dun, dun, dun.
Catherine is smart, but in a funny way.
Absolutely.
We love her.
That's why you get chosen. Now, guys, remember, tonight on the show, we are going to give away a gift, so stay tuned to that. You have to stay all the way through the show in order to receive this gift, and you have to be a part of mypsychicconnection.com. If you're not a member yet, go to mypsychicconnection.com and sign up. Now, right now, we are working on the site, but it is working, so if you use Firefox, it works easily, and we'll go through pretty quickly, but they are working on the back end because it's late night, so of course they're working on it to make sure it gets even better. We got to have it even better. Better than better. All right. So, guys, you guys know the link. It's up. It's posted. Guys, if you want to jump, go ahead. We're going to start this show off. Let's start this and rock and roll here. I need Brittany H, to go ahead and throw us her question. And then, Shanu, get your question ready. You'll be after Brittany. And while we do that, we're going to check the jump list. Now, if you are on the jump list, you will go ahead of everybody else, so that may put somebody in between. So, guys, let's pay attention to that. All right, let's check out and see if Brittany is here. Did she post a question yet? Brittany. Yeah, Jennifer, we are working on the SSL. So when it says it's not safe, that'll show it on Google. It is safe. It's just we're working on the back ends. We're replacing one technology with a new one, so it's okay. All right, we got Brittany here. Brittany says, will my kid's father let me use his other car that he has, or will I have to get my own car soon? Good question.
Okay. Hi, Brittany, first of all, and thank you for joining us for the late night show. Yes, I do feel he will let you use it, but he's going to have a little bit of an attitude about it. Just because he's a little bit of a control freak, and he likes that you need him, sort of thing. So it's like one up on him, like, yes, I've got this over her, kind of. But yeah, I do see him letting you use it. I feel like you are going to get a new one, though. I just feel like things are a little bit delayed, and I see it being a white car or a white vehicle. And I actually see that
She
with
said,
him.
finally made it I finally made it to an early show. Laugh out loud. That's so spot on. He's so controlling.
He's, you know what it is? It's a macho thing of like, yes, she needs me. And I can say, remember, I loaned you my car. And then you're going to say, yeah, you loaned me your car so I can get your kids around and do what I need to do. And then he's going to be all, well, I still loaned it to you.
She said it'll probably take a lot of convincing to him.
Yeah, well, I'll just keep reiterating to him that you need to have it for the kids, and please, and make sure you tell him you need him, you need his help with this. Because if you say I need you, please, I need your help with this, but you have to say I need you, because it's gonna stroke his mellow ego, and he will do it. He'll have a little bit of attitude about it first, but I see him doing it.
All right, let's see if she says anything here on that. Got 1 minute left. And it sounds like so far we got to put some sugar on that butt kissing because this is going to take a little bit.
Well, you know.
Little ass kissing. Little ass kissing. She goes, awesome. Thanks so much. Lots of hearts. All right. Well, thanks, Brittany. We appreciate you. All right, Shanu, go ahead and get us your question. And then Baydre, get your question ready. And we're checking the jump list while we're wait.
Brittany, I'm liking our names in this purple.
I knew you would. I knew you would. All right. Shanu, she says, hello, I hope you two are well. I want to know about future love situation. If you see anything. Single at the moment, love and light.
Okay, Shanu. So, thank you for joining us. Here's what I'll say about that. I feel like you haven't found the right person because you've got a couple different things going on here. You've been focusing on you a lot. And I feel like there is some residual issues from a past relationship that you haven't let go of. Because when I concentrate on this, I see someone standing behind you. And that's one of my symbols for someone from the past, whether they're physically still in your life or emotionally, subconsciously, is what I'm feeling. And it's about you kind of trying to think of the right term to use. You have to kind of release some things. I feel like you need to meditate and release some things that you haven't released on the subconscious level. And also, you got to make time for it. You haven't really made time or space for love in your life. Now, I do see someone coming, but I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't see it until around probably next April. You're going to meet somebody, I think, around January, but it's not going to be significant to you till the spring. And it's more about both of you having to do time management. I feel like this person is a teacher of sorts, some type of teacher or instructor. And I see books around them a lot. They like to read. Their name starts with J. I feel like they have darker hair and lighter eyes, and they're slender build. But I don't feel you meeting this person until around January, and it won't turn into a relationship till about April. So that's what I'm getting with that. And make time for yourself with that. I don't think you've really made time for a love life, and that's the biggest hurdle of why you haven't had it in a long time. Perlita, stop.
Thanks a lot. I'm trying to heal as much as possible.
Hang in there. It's coming. And you're really going to like this new person. Their name's going to start with a J. And I feel like their birthday is going to be in July. I think they're possibly a Cancer with a Scorpio rising. with a Scorpio rising. So, yeah, you just
Dun,
love the
dun,
Cancers because you are a Cancer.
dun. All right, good stuff. Thank you so much, Shanu. We appreciate your question. All right, well, let's keep the ball rolling here and go ahead and take the next person, which is Baydre. After Baydre, it's going to be Jennifer Rogers. So, Jennifer, get your question ready. But, Baydre, go ahead and throw us your question. All right, she says, "What about me? What about me? Ha ha ha! What's coming in with love? Just sex? Ha ha ha! Just kidding. Love? Ha ha ha!" Because it's late. It's the late show, right? Absolutely, absolutely. I gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, Faith. What are you picking up on that love life, or is it just sex?
Well, Baydre, sex is always a good thing.
Woo woo! Brown chicken, brown
Even they
cow.
say even bad sex is good, but I don't know who made that theory up.
Absolutely.
Um, I do see love for you coming, but here's the thing, Baydre, you're very stubborn. And you don't really let people in. Even on a friendship level, you have a wall. So you got to let your wall down a little bit. And I think for you in particular, you need to write down all the qualities of a person that you want because you're very particular about what you want, but then you give people too much benefit of the doubt. When people do come around and they don't meet your caliber, you give them too many chances. So what I would say to you is you need to write down all the characteristics and qualities of a person that you want, and you need to speak it, read over it, and speak it, and claim it, and ask God to send it to you. Because I feel like you've been in your head a lot, and you don't always trust love when you have it. Now, I do see love coming for you, Baydre, okay, but I don't see it until way into, looks like, I wish it were sooner, Baydre. I do see you meeting someone soon, like within the next 3 months, but someone substantial I don't see for about 8 to 11 months. And that's just because you've got so much stuff going on around you. It's coming in around you too, so be aware of that.
Oh boy.
You crack me up.
Dun, dun, dun. Sounds like sex. That's what it sounds like to me.
Look, sex is not a bad thing.
I didn't say it was. It's definitely something to enjoy,
Great.
especially when we're on the late night show and we talk about whatever we want. All right. Well, thank you, Baydre. We appreciate your question. We have a jump tonight, so we're going to go with Belanca D to go ahead and throw us her question. Now, that doesn't mean we're passing you up there, Jennifer. Just hang in. Belanca jumped. We'll get right to your question. But Belanca, go ahead and throw us your question. Now, remember, guys, when you jump, you get a longer read and guaranteed reading. So let's see what good old Blanca's got. And Baydre says, "Thanks, Faith. Haha, let's talk about sex, baby."
I was actually thinking that. I was going to say that.
All right. Blanca says, "Hello, Faith. I got my wisdom tooth out today, but I'm here to hear from my husband. Can you help with that? Don't hold back the goodies. You know what she wants. So get
Oh, good Lord. Last night I had a spirit flirting with me. Now she wants me to pull her husband through. This is going to be a fun show. You know what he said? You know what he said when you read her question? He said, now my wife's wisdom tooth's been pulled out and her mouth is hurting and she can't talk. And then he said, tell her she's still sexy though. And he's making comments about your butt.
Oh boy. She goes, laugh out loud. You're awesome. You're so awesome.
I'm so glad that I don't have anybody crossed over that Journey doesn't have to hear that comment from. Ha, Journey.
She said the doctor was the only one that could shut me up.
You know what your husband said? I guess I should have. Well, I'm not going to. He said that I'm not going to say
She wants to hear it. She says, "Tell my husband." She says, "Tell my husband not even he could."
He says he know what he said for me to tell you was, and I don't want to say this. He says he knows maybe he should have paid for you to have more dental visits.
Wow. How nice of him.
But he just said then he could have had his way more. He said she would wear me down so she could get her way about stuff. And then on the days if she had her teeth pulled more, I might have got my way more. And he's laughing.
She says, "Oh my God, laugh out loud, love him."
He loves you too.
Yes, absolutely.
He's saying that he's been coming around the kids a lot and keep an eye on the kids.
Yeah.
And he says, keep an eye out for the grandbaby not to get an ear infection.
He's definitely been watching over the grandbaby a
Yeah.
lot.
He really likes the grandbaby.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Luaka, was there anything else? She goes, "What was that?" What was what, honey?
I think she heard something.
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
So's her mother.
Yeah.
Her mother's looking over her daughter. Over here tag teaming this damn reading.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind. It's late.
It's late. It's the show. That's how we do this. All right. She says, "No, I didn't hear what Faith said." All right. What did you say?
I don't even remember, to be honest. You know how it goes, like when we pick up stuff, it goes. When it's spirit, it's different. Because, like, they'll tell you something and it just, like, leaves you.
She said the last part.
What did I say? I don't remember.
We're talking about him doing, that she should have gone to the dentist more often to shut her up.
Yeah, and he was saying for you to keep an eye on the granddaughter not to get an ear infection.
Yes, that was the last part, yes. Said, okay, I'll watch the live again. But we just told you, watch for the baby getting an ear infection because mama doesn't know how to take care of the baby.
Yeah, she really don't. And he's telling me she's going to get, if she doesn't already have it, she's going to get a little rash on her bottom and to use some Desitin.
She said, laugh out loud. He liked my mouth open. Laugh out loud. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
This is the adult version of my Psychic Connection.
I guess your niece and nephew better not watch this journey.
Nope, they're not. Not right now. She goes, Mom's here. I'll take care of her. Mimi's here.
Okay, good.
Good. All right, Blanca, thank you so much for your question tonight. We do appreciate
it. Blanca, on a side note, before Journey says thank you for your question, thank you for telling me to tell you whatever he says and adding sexual innuendo to our first late night show. On that note, if you would like to call me and have a deeper discussion about this, I will be on site tomorrow.
All right. And all right, guys, remember we are doing a raffle right now, so someone will win something for the website, so get that. And Blanca, thanks so much for your question. All right, next question in line. Since Ray was only here for the laughs and the giggles, we're going to go ahead with Jennifer Rogers. Jennifer, go ahead and throw us your question. Rowena, sorry, get your question ready. You'll be right after Jennifer. All right, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All right, so here we go. It says, do any of my loved ones have any messages for me? If possible, please, and thank you. If not, how are my finances looking?
Well, we don't. Did she jump, Journey?
No, she did not.
Okay, so we don't do mediumship questions unless you do a jump. But as far as your finances are okay. Although I feel like you need to shift some stuff around, like, because I feel like there's some things that you need to get caught up on and pay, and I see you shifting a little bit of things around. It will get better. It feels like within the next month and a half, but there's one bill in particular that I feel like you need to catch up on.
I'm just waiting to see if she's responded. And Ray said, I'm on the late night kinky show or what? Laugh out loud. Absolutely. We're all grown ups here, right?
Maybe we should just make it a psychic sex show. You can ask us questions about sex psychically, and some people.
That electric bill. Laugh out loud.
Okay, yeah, and I feel like you're gonna be able to get caught up on that.
Absolutely. She said, thank you, Faith.
You're welcome, sweetie.
You are welcome, sweetheart. You are welcome. All right, I got to get back up here. Tony's blowing me up over here.
Well, I know it's not your mom because she went to bed, thank God, or she'd be making comments right now.
Brittany said, Journey said, absolutely. This is true. These are facts. It's because I think I need to have a shower. I'm feeling dirty tonight.
Oh, God.
Good old Ray. All right, guys, I'm still fighting that damn fly. I need to relight that sage. He hates it. That or he's getting high off it. Either one, he's doing
Journey,
something.
why don't you just get a fly trap?
I do have a fly trap, but I got stuck in it twice today, so. All right, Rowena, get your question out to us.
You weren't so damn tall.
This is true. All right, so Rowena, get your question ready. Actually, throw your question out, and then Lisa Simpson, get your question ready. You are next on the list. We should be having some like slow music in the background, and because that's been the jive tonight.
I can turn on some music without words.
Yeah, but we can't do that because I don't own the rights. We'll get flagged for sure. All right, Rowena, go ahead and throw us your question, honey. Krishana, we do free and paid. If you jump, you're guaranteed your reading. If you get a free reading, it's 3 minutes long. Okay, honey? All right, guys, all you got to do is say hi. We automatically put you on the list, and then we'll answer those questions. So, guys, stay tuned because we're also doing a giveaway, and you have to be a part of My Psychic Connection. And they're working on the site, so you might have to jump through a hoop that says push through. Push through. It is safe. We're just trying to work on the website. I know that this is a bad day to be working on it, especially when we got a show. All right, so let's keep on going here. I did not see Rowena, so Lisa Simpson, go ahead and throw us your question. Hope Wells, get your question ready. You'll be right after Lisa. And then someone said Blanca said Marvin Gray.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye, she said. When did this show turn into Dirty Nerdy?
Oh my.
All right, right. I don't see Lisa Simpson, so let's keep on going. We go to Hope Wells. Hope, are you there? And then Barbara Hartman, get your question ready. You're right after Hope. All right, Stacy, we got you on the list, girl. Brianna, we got you on the list, girl. Seeing all the highs, we're getting you guys on the list. Remember, if you guys jump the list, you guys can get on there and get a longer reading. And if you have a mediumship question, you've got to jump in order to get the mediumship question. All right, I don't see Hope, and I don't see, so I don't see Hope. I need Barbara. Barbara Hartman, go ahead and throw your question. Amber G, get your question ready. You're after Barbara. Amber, you are on the list, girl. We're getting down to it. All right, we're just waiting on those who are just a little bit ahead of y'all, so we're going to go ahead and get to them. And then, yes, you guys are all on the list. Everybody's saying hi, hello. If you make a remark, you're on the list. All right, if you guys would like to get a private reading with us, you can find us at mypsychicconnection.com. Make sure you go on there, sign up. You'll get 3 free minutes and the possibility tonight to get additional prizes for the website. So, guys, go ahead and push through. I know it. We're working on the site, so it does say that it's unsafe, but we're changing the SSL, which probably sounds like a different language to you, but they're working on making the site safer for everyone. All right. So Barbara says, I just wanted to tell Greg, haha, my bathroom is not tacky.
Journey said that you sent the pictures, and he's going to send me it so I can see.
But I hear him right now going, whatever.
Yeah. He's like, it's still tacky to me, and I'm gonna make sure she gets glitter on her foot around Christmas. He says that's gonna be his way of telling you Merry Christmas.
Nice.
He said, but you always like glitter, but you know if he was still alive, you wouldn't get away with putting glitter on the floor, right? Just know that.
Right.
And he's just sending you a lot of love. Did you have a specific question for him or a specific question, Barbara? Oh, and congratulations on your prize.
Yes, Barbara was our winner from last night's show. Well, technically Tuesday night's show because now we're at Tuesday.
Yeah.
But we're still running from Wednesday.
Yeah.
She goes, laugh out loud, so funny. Yep. Oh, it's all the grout in the bathroom. All the grout has got glitter in it.
He's like, I really, really hate it. And that's not me. He says, I really, really hate it. It's tacky. He's comparing it to shag carpet.
She said, nope, no questions, but thank you. All right.
He says, tell my wife I love her very, very much, but it's tacky.
That's perfect. How great is that? Well, thanks, Barbara. We appreciate you. Amber G, go ahead and throw us your question. You were next. And then I'm going to say this, but I probably say it wrong. Sinanzo. I can't pronounce it properly. Sinazo. Sinizo. I'm not saying it right. I know it, and I apologize. All right, Stacy, I'll check and look right now for you. And Barbara said, laugh out loud. I love him. Laugh out loud. I got all his heart in Hawaii. Good night. You are welcome.
Good night, Barbara.
All right. So Amber's here. Stacy, I'm checking on that donation for you. Stacy says, thank you. I'd love to know what Jay's feelings towards me.
You know, the thing is, when you ask that, or when Journey read that, I feel a lot of confusion. Stacy, like, not knowing what to do about his feelings, because I feel like he's preoccupied. And I also feel like there's somebody around him, somebody else around him, or somebody influencing him that holds him back from being close to you. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not.
Okay.
Just waiting. I wasn't saying anything because I was waiting to see if she had a response.
All right. She says, I'm not sure about someone else around him.
There's something holding him back, and I feel like it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody he's involved with, just somebody influencing his behavior. Because I feel like there's something holding him back, and it feels like a person, whether it's intentionally holding him back or something subconsciously, because I feel a blonde girl around him. But it might just be something from the past. I do feel like there's caring there for you, but I feel his hesitation. And I feel like it has something to do with someone else. So just know that. Now, I do feel like something's going to transpire possibly with you guys, but it's going to take time. You need to spend more time with him because I don't feel like you get to spend enough time with him. And I think if you did, that would kind of change the situation a little bit. So I hope that helps.
All right. Yeah, I feel like there's someone from the past trying to reach out to the present, and he's got to find a way to get that out of his life. So I'm picking that up too. But I don't think he wants to bother her with it because it's not something he's willing to deal with.
Right. That's the thing. I don't think that it's not enough of like it's just a hindrance.
Yeah. He'll get past it though. Their connection between them is way stronger than anything. So this will be just a thing of the past and it won't bother him anymore. She said, okay, thank you. You are welcome, sweetheart.
Just hang in there. It's going to take about 2 months for that person to kind of dissipate, and then you'll see his behavior change.
Absolutely. All right, so we've got Stacy. She jumped the list, so we'll go ahead and bring Stacy up. Stacy says, is my boyfriend Nelly okay?
I mean, I'm not picking up anything bad off of him, to be honest. Like, if you're worried about anything with him, I do feel he could take a little bit better care of his health. But if you're talking about in regards to your relationship, I'm not feeling anything that you need to be worried about, if that's your question. I do see some blood pressure issues with him and some heart issues, but I mean, that stuff he could control by eating better and taking care of himself better.
Faith, I'm gonna add something here too. It kept showing to me like there was earthly plane and then spiritual plane. Like, is maybe something happened there because I keep seeing on both planes. It makes me wonder if he had like a life-threatening scare or something to that nature.
Maybe I keep seeing heart stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing that I see.
He does have blood pressure. He has a blood pressure problem. I think he's having scares right now.
He needs to go get checked out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's okay right now, but
Yep.
he's very prideful and he doesn't eat correctly or take care of himself correctly. I also feel he possibly has sugar issues. But again, we're not doctors. He needs to go to the doctor. So that's what I would say with that. Um, Journey, are you getting anything else since you kind of connected with him?
I was picking up that he was going back and forth, and I feel as though that the blood pressure problem, as something's causing him to, there's fear there, and the blood pressure definitely needs to get checked out. And just like you said, it came to the heart problem, and I feel as
Yeah,
though
the heart stuff is
that
really strong.
yeah, there's stroke or something that is very he's very close to, and he really needs to be paying attention to his health.
I don't know if he's on medicine, but if he isn't, he needs to go get on some type of medication. It's
Yes.
very urgent. I mean, urgent that he
Mm-hmm.
gets hooked up with a doctor. I'm not talking emergency room doctor. I'm talking going to a real doctor.
Right. All right.
So I hope that helps. And please keep us posted.
Absolutely, because those things right there, when I saw him like physically here and then spiritually gone and then physically here again, I was like, did he have a scare? Was there like just something that scared him so badly? And I feel as though if he's not careful, he won't stay on the earthly plane. He will leave. But that was something that I was feeling so strongly, and so and it
That's
just
why it's really important
kind
for
of
him to
hit
go
me.
to the
Like,
doctor.
I'm like, where is he? Like, is he here? Or is he there? Where the hell is he going? And I do feel like he knows, he can feel it, but then he's like, I'm going to keep doing what I do. And I do feel the pride thing. And she said, okay, thank you. Yes. Yeah, just make sure he's taking care of himself, because he's getting close to some pretty dangerous levels.
The
And
other thing that I want to say,
that he was supposed to pick me up at the airport. He never showed up. He was supposed to pick you up from the airport and didn't show up. Yeah. I don't feel like to me, we were talking about the blood pressure, Faith's talking about the heart. I'm seeing like multiple issues here. Stubbornness, there's depression there. We're going in and out. I mean, there's a lot going on.
I honestly, what I'm being shown psychically,
So I've not heard from him since. That's because he's ashamed. He's ashamed for, kind of, no kind of about it. He stood you up at the airport. And that was because of poor choices and the way he was feeling at the time. I just feel like he was in a very negative mind space. And then he's like, she'll get home. But that's not the way to handle a situation at all.
and it has nothing to do with you not wanting to break up with you or any of that. Matter of fact, he knows you're going to be mad at him, but he'll
Yes.
never tell you the reason he didn't come get you is because he didn't feel good.
But he's not going to say that he was depressed either. And that was the biggest thing. It all kind of lines up. And with his blood pressure and heart issues, he needs to be watching his sugar and his diet, like Faith was saying.
And the other thing that I want to say, and I know that this isn't a mediumship reading and you probably didn't jump, but this is real important. I'm being
She jumped.
She jumped. Okay. So I just want to tell you this because I'm picking this up. There's an older woman that's around him that crossed over from chest problems or like a heart attack or stroke. I think it's a grandmother figure possibly. And she's saying that she's watching over him, but he's not listening. And she's saying that and I don't usually say this in a reading, but she's telling me very fervently to say this. She says he needs to get right with himself, with others around him, with his health, and with God. She says he knows God, but he's kind of strayed from God. And because his health is in the condition that it's in. He needs to like find a place for God in his life and try to get right with God, because he's not taking care of himself, and she doesn't want him to have issues and not be ready if something does happen. So, and I don't usually say that in a reading, but she was pretty adamant about it. She was over here yelling at me. So I'm like, okay.
It's a lot to deal with.
Yeah. But she was like pushing that he needs to get right with people and everything and get right with God and know where his spirit and mindset is. Because he's just like, la-di-da-di-da. Okay, I don't feel good. I'm not going to do nothing. Not going to pray. I'm not going to go to the doctor. I'm just feeling bad. Whatever.
Depression makes him mean. It doesn't make him sad. It makes him mean. And it makes almost like a hateful, but then he feels regret when he acts that way. So he is conscious of what he's doing, but while he's doing it at that moment, it's almost like, when people say, I black out when I fight. He blacks out when he gets in that mood. And then he wakes out from it and he's like, damn it. What did I just do?
Well,
So
the thing of it is, too, is that he's too prideful to acknowledge that he's depressed. And
yeah.
that happens, I mean, and I'm being honest, that happens with a lot of men. I've been doing readings for over 20 years. Even Journey can tell you, men, for the most part, don't admit they're depressed. They're just like, this is how life is. I'm just tired. I'm just miserable. Fuck it. Women were like, I'm hurt. I need to go eat an ice cream, or I'm going to go buy myself a hamburger or take a hot bath or something.
They're more
But,
expressive.
yeah.
They allow their feelings to flow out versus
But men don't do that. Men don't usually tell women when they're sad, or I think maybe 2 men I've dated in my life I've seen cry. Because they're just, men as a whole by society aren't taught to express their emotions. So.
Absolutely. All right, Stacy, thank you so much for your question, honey. Make sure when you do talk to him that you kind of cuddle him into, going and seeing a doctor and taking care of some of these problems. They seem like very life-threatening.
What I'm going to say is, Stacy, I know you're upset that he didn't come to the airport, and he's going to have some cockamamie excuse. But just remember, just this once, you can be irritated at him, but don't chew his head off, Just kind of be like, okay, you didn't feel good. Well, how can we fix that? Or maybe you need to go to the doctor, or, I'm not mad at you. I just wish you would have called, or something like that.
Right. She says, thank you very much. Okay, I will. Thanks, Stacy. We appreciate it, honey.
Yeah,
all right.
we really do.
All right, we need Blanca D to come on forward. She jumped the list. After Blanca D, we're going to need Senazu. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I know I'm not. But get your question ready. You'll be right after Blanca.
Tell them to phonetically spell it, Journey.
Right. So my next question is again for my husband and his kids. His son Junior, does he send him signs or dream of him? He's tried to dress and be like him. He's the main son, that his complete twin. Anything I should tell him?
I don't think he's tried so much to send him dreams. I think the reason your son is doing that is because he misses him. So he's trying to emulate all of his father's good qualities. Now, I do think that he's around your son, and I do think sometimes he'll let a certain song come on or something like that, or just a memory will pop in your son's head, and your son gets sad because he misses him. You know what he says? He keeps showing me that your son's always trying to fix his hair, like him. So he says, tell my son that he's looking good with trying to do that hair. And he says that there's a girl at school that your son likes too. So, yeah, or there's a girl. And he says that your son needs to not be so nervous, because your son's nervous a lot about what people think of him. And he says, you don't need to be, tell him he doesn't need to be nervous, that he's a good person. And he says, stop being so, because your son is angry. Your son is angry because your husband died. So sometimes when he's alone, he has talks with your husband and he's angry. And he says to tell him that he loves him and it's okay to be angry. That he shouldn't be angry because it wasn't your husband's choice to go. His body gave out.
She said, oh, well, yes, he does a lot. He fixes his hair like his dad.
Yeah. He says, tell my son I still look better with the hairdo, but he's looking pretty damn good himself. But, you know, it's good genes. He's saying something to me in Spanish too, but I can't speak Spanish, so I can't say it. But he just wants you guys to know that he's there and he does love you. And he's saying something about your son's
with him at school too.
What did she say, Journey?
She said, oh my God. She says he's with him at school too. And then she said, oh my God, that gets in my heart. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's with them at school. There's a girl at school too, and he's being really nervous. I see him. He's like taking his hands and wiping his hands on his pants and then trying to do his hair like this with his hand. He'll go into the bathroom just to try to fix his hair. But he only does it if there's no other boys in the bathroom. But there's a little girl that he likes, and he keeps telling me for you to tell your son to be respectful. Open the doors and smile at the girl, and you don't have to be so shy.
She said, girl, okay, I'm taking him shopping.
Yeah, he needs some new shoes. Your husband says he needs some new shoes. Because one of the tennis shoes or one of the shoes he wears, the rubber's starting to come loose on the side of the shoes. Plus his feet are getting bigger, your husband says. And he says, please, tell your son to change socks or do something because his feet are stinky. You might need to get him some powder for shoes.
She said, laugh out loud, just like his dad. My husband had looks.
Yeah.
The best handsome guy I've met.
He says, I still got looks.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, Lord. You know what her husband just started singing to me?
No, what?
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Oh, Lord. She goes, oh, my God, feet. It was always a problem for him.
Yeah, he says your son's having the same problem. He says get him some of the charcoal shoe inserts.
All right, Blanca, thank you so much for your question tonight. And also, newspaper. Put newspaper in your shoes. It takes out the moisture. Which
what?
Yeah, to crumple up newspaper and put them in your shoes. It'll take that odor away and absorb all the moisture.
I've never heard that before. I'll try that sometime.
She said, thank you, Faith. So grateful to be here.
You're welcome.
All right.
I'll be online tomorrow if you want to get some more sexy messages from your husband. He's going, I'm too, and he's going like this. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm like, oh, Lord.
She said, thank you. All right. So, the name that I cannot pronounce, please, please give me your question. Sanozu. Sanozu? And then Christina, get your question ready. You'll be next. All right, here we go. Says, will I get the job anytime soon? Been struggling. I can't find anything. I'm beginning not to know whether I'm looking in the right path or what.
6 weeks. You need to look online. The company's name is going to have an H somewhere in it because I always see like a letter from the company name. The letterhead or the sign on the connected to the company is going to be orange or red. I'm not sure because I'm seeing it at a distance. But you'll find it online. And
Right.
I think it's going to be about 6 weeks.
Waiting for the response. Guys, remember, tomorrow night at 10 p.m., we're going to be here with Emma Rose. So don't forget to tune in. All right. Well, I'm glad we got to answer that question. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Let's keep on going. Christina, you are next. I think it's Krishana. I might be saying it wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. I apologize.
You know who you're reminding me of right now, Johnny? The person who always pronounced my name wrong.
Says apply within 6 weeks or I'll find it then.
Find it.
Okay. There you go. You'll find it in 6 weeks. Sounds amazing. I know it's hard right now to try to get the job.
It's very hard right now, even though
go ahead and
opening.
ask your question. She says, I hope so.
You will.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty good with time frames. It may be even before then. I always make time frames a little bit broad, so it's anywhere between now and 6 weeks, but that's the deadline of what I see. I don't even think it'll be quite that long.
All right, James Ha. I got another name I can't pronounce. All right, so it looks like James, but it's not. It's Jameah. Please go ahead and post your question.
You're just having a hard time with these names tonight, Journey.
I am. It's a late night show, and I'm like, and Amber told us, thank you. I like how organized you are with your readings. Great job. You are welcome.
Thank you, Amber.
All right. Mr. Well, it looks like James spelled a little different. Go ahead and throw us your question, bud.
I'm teasing you. I said maybe it's Jameha.
It might be. Jameah. Jameha. That's right. You got it better than I did. Good job.
Oh, I was just like...
Good job, you. Good job.
I can't even see the names.
Right. So, says, I'm going through a lot of anxiety. ATM will me and my partner last.
You and your partner fight too much because you both want to be right or want things a certain way. And you kind of feed off of that fighting. You try not to fight and you're really sensitive about stuff, but you get very irritated by your partner. You guys clash. And I don't say that much about stuff in a reading, but I almost feel like you guys try to get at each other's goat. If you want it to work, there's love there, but it's like frustrating. I feel like you want to beat your head up against the wall because of so much tension sometimes. You can last, and I say it like this because if you last, it's totally going to be up to you, sweetheart, and to your partner, but I don't feel like you guys put the right amount of effort in it because you're both very stubborn and you both want to be right. In a relationship, somebody's always going to have to give. You have to give and take. You shouldn't have to always give, and they shouldn't have to always take. And I feel like you guys clash too much because you're not getting what you need from the other person. Will you last? You can last, but both of you have to work at it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're going to last or that you're not going to, because honestly, this is one of those readings where it's undecided right now because it's up to both of you. If you both put in the work, then you can. But I feel like both of you are kind of giving up, and then one will instigate the other, and it just starts a vicious cycle. If you guys love each other, and I know you do, you have to stop that. And you have to remember your friendship, right? Because romantic love is just an extension of friendship. That's all that it is. It's an extension of friendship. And you should be with somebody that you can't imagine your life without to be your best friend. And if you know that neither of you is doing your best to be the other's best friend, you need to sit down and reevaluate things. Because there's love there, but both of you are stubborn. You're kind of coming to a crossroads within the next 2 months, and you're going to have some decisions to make. I know maybe that's not the reading that you wanted, and I wish that I could give it a happier spin, but it's really a free will choice because both of you are stubborn with this particular reading, you know, because you both have some choices to make.
All right. Just taking a look here and seeing what's going on.
You have to sit down and talk about it, you know. So.
Absolutely. Just be careful with that relationship here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of arguing, but I also see. I was gonna say at the last part, I also saw somebody, like somebody else from the past was trying to come back in, so that's gonna cause more conflict. Says, thank you so much. Can you see money in this? Yeah, there was
money.
He wanted to know if there'd be issues with money in this, and I do see that. Yes.
Yes.
So be careful with how you spend right now. All right. Stacy was the one next in line. So Stacy, get your question ready. After Stacy's going to be Brianna. Let me check the jump list real quick. Guys, we're only going to be here for a short little bit. So, guys, remember, we got shows 5 days a week, and there's a lot more shows coming, guys. It's going to be a packed live events all the time for My Psychic Connection. And if you guys are going to mypsychicconnection.com and you're getting a little error message, we are working on the site. So please bear with us as we get through it. And I'm going to tell you that our winner tonight is Blanca D. Blanca, thank you so much. So Blanca finally won one. So Blanca,
you won.
Let us know that you're here. That way you can collect. Our last show was Brittany Smith. She won.
And then Barbara won yesterday or Tuesday.
Yeah, the website's down because we're transferring it to a safer server. That way, you know, the stronger the server, the better. And that's what they're doing right now. If you push through on Google and it says to push through, go ahead and push through. It's technically it's safe, but we're transferring from one server to other, which can make it a little wonky. But we're fixing it. We get this. All right. So we got Krishana, I hope I'm saying that right. She says, will I get the new job soon? In which field am I getting a new job? Good question.
I see medical or computer stuff around you. I don't know if that's what you're looking into, but those are the two areas that I see. And I actually feel you'll get one fairly quickly. I want to say within the next 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Nice. Did you know the field? I'm sorry if I missed it.
I saw computer stuff or medical stuff around her, but I wasn't sure which she would choose.
She said, oh, great. She says, I'm trying to find employment opportunities in digital marketing. Nice.
Okay, okay. So it might be some digital type of marketing with medical stuff because I saw both and I was like, why am I seeing both?
Makes sense now with the computer and medical.
Yeah. I think an older female with the first initial of K is going to help you with that or interview you with that. And this will be some type of job that you will have long term. Like this will turn into a career. So I think this will ultimately be a good thing for you.
Absolutely. That sounds amazing. Digital marketing is not an easy job. It's not.
Well, I'm not tech savvy, so I
Yeah, it would definitely be super difficult for you. But we're so glad that you're going to receive this job and know you're going to be finding what you want. Very happy you asked your question tonight. We do appreciate you.
Yes, we do. We appreciate everybody that watches us, new viewers and our regulars. We love all you guys.
All right. Do we have Brianna? I need Brianna. After Brianna, it's going to be Shemaine. So, Shemaine, get your question ready. Brianna, throw us your question. Says, okay, great. Thank you very much. You are welcome.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Good career, though. I really like that. It's really good. She's going to be happy.
Yeah, I think she's really going to enjoy that. It's going to be her niche.
Right. All right. So we got Brianna here. Brianna says, is there another woman living with my ex or being there a lot? I haven't been to his house in almost 6 months because he doesn't want me there at all. So I'm curious. Ooh, dun dun dun. Good question.
I do see him around someone, but I don't see them necessarily living with them. I just see that there is somebody that comes there a lot and maybe stays there some. She's kind of curvy, medium complected, shorter, and I feel like she drives a darker colored car, like a red or a burgundy color car. If you drove by there at night, you would see the car, I think. But I don't think he's necessarily serious with her. He just doesn't really want you coming around in case you ran into her or something.
I'm looking to see if she's responding. She says, oh, wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So who we have next on the list? Charmaine Simpson. Charmaine Simpson, go ahead and throw us your question. After Charmaine is Shamantha. Get your question ready. You'll be next on the list. And guys, if I mispronounce your name, I do apologize. That is not something I'm trying to do. Well, I want to be respectful, so
I know. Remember that one person that used to work with us used to mispronounce my name, and she would do it on purpose.
This is true, and that's why I try to make sure that everything is as close to their name as I can get it. If I don't say it right, I'm dyslexic too. So yeah.
Just do what I always do. I ask people to spell it phonetically.
All right, I don't see Charmaine, so I'm going to go with Shamantha. And I got yes. Now you pronounced my name correctly. All right. Well, there's a couple names that were similar to yours. It was very go and night. It says, "Can I get a future reading, please?"
In general, you want a general read? Is that what she's asking for, Journey? I'm assuming.
Yes.
I just see job stuff coming for you, like an advancement with job or work stuff changing, but in a good way. Did you just move? Because I keep seeing something about a move or redecorating a home. Also, I feel an older man around you that has some health problems. I'm seeing swelling of the legs or feet problems.
She says, yes. Can you tell me what you feel?
I mean, with what? That's like what? With the
What were you
move?
talking about? Who was the problem? Who had the swelling?
It's an older gentleman around her.
Oh, okay.
It's an older gentleman swelling in the legs or feet. And I think due to heart problems possibly and diabetes. Or it's either one or the other, or maybe a combination of both, because I'm seeing both and he needs to keep an eye on that.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for your questions tonight, and hang in there and watch out for that person who's swelling. They're going to need to know. Said normally my parents have these problems. That's the person, then it's the person that we're talking about.
It's a man, so I'm assuming your father.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much for your question. Watch out for them. Make sure you're there to help them, and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to. Because I feel like that was more of a warning. Make sure they're taking medication. Make sure they're getting up and doing something.
I don't feel like he moves around a lot. I keep seeing a recliner, so that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Says normally I worried. Well, just make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do in order to make things good. Okay? Thank you for your question tonight. We appreciate you. All right. Well, let's keep on going real quick. Guys, we're going to take a couple more questions and then we're going to call it a night. This is our first show for the late night show, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. We'll be every time at this week we will be here, but we're also here 5 nights a week at 10 p.m. Eastern, and Faith will have a 6 p.m. Eastern show starting 5 nights a week for 1 hour. Her and our new moderator, Catherine, will be taking names and kicking ass. All right, so let's keep on going.
And reading questions.
Anna, go ahead and throw us your question. Then I need Kelly to get her question ready. Anna, go ahead and throw us your question. Here we go. Or is it Una? I think it's Una.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's beautiful. All right, some guidance, please, on what's coming up for me, if possible, and thank you.
Are you going to school? Like, I see new learning. That's why I'm asking. I got the words new learning. So I feel like in some respect, whether it's school or you kind of expanding your mind a little bit, I'm also being told to tell you, do you design stuff or draw things, or are you crafty? Because I keep being shown you making things or telling you need to work on things, like let your creative side out a little bit more. And I feel you kind of pulling back from people from your past a little bit, because people are going to be popping up here in the near future.
Expanding my spirituality. Ooh.
That's probably why I'm being shown that then, because of the way that it was phrased to me. You know that you've always kind of had a little bit of ability since you were like 15 or so. So it's just a matter of opening yourself up to what you can learn. You can do it. You just have to open yourself up more. But I feel like too, you're going to be having some people from your past kind of pop up around you soon. So just be aware of that and try to be mentally ready for it, because it can be exhausting. Because I feel It's going to happen out of nowhere.
Had my very first open circle last week.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Heck yeah.
They used to have those all the time when I lived in Asheville, but I never got to go.
No. I would have took you, Faith. I would have
Oh, I
taken
know. You would have been dancing with all the drum and Journey. I know you would have.
Well, Una, we appreciate your question. Keep working.
I love your name. That is so pretty.
It is pretty. We'll keep working on that spirituality. That's where the crafty side of things are coming, because you're learning something new and it's an experience and it is a craft within itself. So keep practicing. It's like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger you get.
And I see you making clothes or using textiles or something. I don't know what this is, but I see you using
So
fabric.
much, greatly appreciated.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's keep on going. Kelly, come on down. Then Beth, get your question ready. Come on down, Kelly. It's your turn. It's your turn. Turn, turn, turn. It's your turn.
Jenny, you're funny this late at night.
I'm tired. So I'm getting a little nuts. All right. A little nutty. All right. I'm getting older and was wondering if I'll have kids or meet anybody special. Thanks in advance for your honesty.
But see, here's the thing. I'm going to start your reading off like this. I don't think you're that old. I think you're just defining yourself as old. What's your definition of old? You don't have to say your exact age, but I'm just saying I don't think you're too old for that. I think you're getting reflective. I do feel you meeting someone. It's not right now. It's probably not for about, I'm seeing between 8 and 15 months, because I don't think you're ready right now and you haven't really been looking. You've held on to some issues from the past. Um, I feel like this person's last name starts with an M. They have been previously married. They have
She says I'm 36, so the time is ticking on.
36. You're still young. You're younger than me and Journey. Uh, you know, I do see kids for you, but the person I see coming has 2 kids, 2 smaller kids, and I see at least 1 child for you. It's not going to be for about 2 years though. And it's really strong. I see a little boy. So just know that. I don't feel like this is an end cause. You just haven't really made the time for love. And I think the last relationship you were in, serious relationship you were in, really upset you emotionally. And that's why you haven't been ready. But I do see someone coming, and I do see 1 child for you. The little boy. He's just waiting to come down. It's just not time yet. Do you know anybody that passed away with the initial K that's a male? I know this isn't a mediumship reading, but the person wants you to know that they're around. So
That great reading. Thank you.
you're welcome. Really, Journey?
I don't know why these things keep popping up.
Uh-huh.
All right. So after Kelly was Beth, and then Brianna. So Brianna, get your question ready. You'll be right after Beth. Beth says, will my son get through his struggles? He is 25.
Okay, Beth. It's going to take him a lot. And he's really going to need your help with it. And I see you up at night crying about this. But your son feels stuck and like he doesn't know how to get himself out of the mess he's got himself in. He has a lot of depression tied to this too. And a lot of shame. I don't know how much you want me to say on air, but you know what I'm talking about. He will get through it, but it's going to be a long and hard road for him because I don't think he knows how to. So you're going to have to just try to help him as best you can. And he's going to have a lot of back and forth with this too. It's really an inner struggle for him. And also, he doesn't feel. This is so weird. I don't even know how to explain this. He doesn't feel worthy to get better. I don't know why that's what comes across, but it is. It's just going to take him some time. This is not going to be a short road for him. I feel like this is going to be a few years. He will get through it though.
She said he had a bad breakup and he was not good to her.
Right, but he's got some bad depression around this. And I don't see him getting
substance
to yeah. This is not it's not just that. I see substance abuse. And I really didn't want to talk about that on air. That's why I was trying to, because it's very serious, the level. And that's why I said if you want to talk about it further, you can always call me. But you need to watch his mental health. Really watch his mental health, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was trying to like talk around it. But I do see substance abuse, like Journey said. I just didn't want to say that on the air. Please watch him, and get him help. He needs help. He needs counseling.
She said thank you with hearts and praying hands. You know, Kelly, he's going to get around this and your support's going to help. It may not feel like it currently, but when it comes down to it and he finally gets what he's getting down to the bare bones of getting things done, he will recover. He will come back.
He will, but you need to keep an eye on him right now in particular because he's very mentally fragile.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say something on air that I typically wouldn't say. If you need, I wouldn't leave him alone. I wouldn't like have him live on his own or any of that right now. Make sure that he's living somewhere near you or with you so that right now you can monitor him because right now in particular, he's too fragile. He'll get over this, but he's not in a good mental state right now. And if you want to talk more about this, I'll be on the site tomorrow. But I don't really want to go into everything on air because of where he's at mentally if you want to talk more about it.
She goes, he is with us in our home.
That's okay, good. Good
place. All right, so the next on the list was Brianna, so go ahead and put Brianna up. She says, do you see everything going smoothly for me and my family coming up? Do you see me getting a job soon in the industry? In question mark, and then industry question mark. Thank you so much.
I feel like you will get a job. But I also feel like you need to make some more contacts. That's what I'm being told. You need to make some more contacts because I don't feel like you have necessarily all the right contacts or have talked to the right people. I do see you getting some work soon, actually. By December is what I'm shown. Your family's going to be okay, though.
Looking for the response. See if there's a response here. Yeah, I kept feeling struggles, and it's financial, but it's mental as well. I feel like
Yeah.
there's a mental block when it comes to finding the career that's taking a
And I
lot out.
feel like she's wanting to give up, and I don't feel like she needs to give up.
She says, thank you. Do you know what type of work?
See, this is the thing. I see several different things. I see, are you wanting to do like modeling or something or advertising? There's like, because what I'm seeing is like a model like magazine thing, but then I'm seeing advertising. So I don't know why I'm seeing that like that. Um, and then the other thing I keep seeing is real estate.
That could have been for the marketing of the
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
Because I see education with her next career. It's not going to be something that she may get a job, but her next career involves education.
Yeah, but I don't think she wants to do education. She should. She would be good at it, but I don't think she wants to do it.
It may not be right now, but I do see education coming with the next career. So she says, I have looked into real estate a few times, but always so scared to take that step. Don't be afraid.
You do very well at it, actually. You do really good at it if you tried. Just study for the test. It's as simple as that.
She says, I doubt myself that I'm not smart enough to do it. Haha. But you are.
Yeah, you are. You're much more smarter than you give yourself credit for.
I think she's smart. I don't think that
She's just giving herself a hard time because she feels like she's restless and hasn't done enough with her life career-wise. And we have to get like that sometimes.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to take our last question of the night. Last question of the night coming from Jody. Jody, go ahead and throw us your question. Jody. All right. Says, hi, guys from Australia. Would love some guidance on how my next 3 months look. Thanks so much.
Jody, are you trying a new career path? And does it have something to do with spirituality? Because I keep seeing that around you. I do feel like your finances are going to pick up. Also, this is going to sound weird, but be careful of your right ankle because I see something with your right ankle and some swelling. So just be careful when you're walking that you don't sprain your ankle. I do, like I said, I do feel your finances picking up. There's something about an older woman around you that needs to take care of her vision issues. She possibly has some vision issues. And I do see your spirituality stuff opening up more and you doing something with spirituality and work or looking into that, even if that's not where you're concentrated right now.
I'm waiting on a response, guys. Now, remember, if you didn't get a reading from us tonight, you can tune in tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be here with Emma Rose, and we're going to have a great time. Friday night, it's going to be myself and Faith tag team in the reading, so you guys know you love that show, and that's where we'll be. So tune in. She goes, oh my God, right ankle has been hurting.
Yeah, it feels like it's swollen a little bit. You need to put it up, and I would suggest that you put some ice on it. Alternate ice and heat.
She says, I haven't looked into spirituality, but UT. She says, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, that is the end of tonight's show. Our winner tonight was Blanca D. Blanca, you will get $10 added to the website to your account. So congratulations. Remember, guys, to sign up on the website. It will be fixed It is transferring, but everything is safe to do so. So don't hesitate to go on there. Do apologize for the little tech problem, but it is retrograde, guys. Mercury is on it. Trust me, I've been dealing with it all day. So, from everyone here at My Psychic Connection,
See y'all Friday.
thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow night with Emma Rose, and then Friday with Gifts of Faith. Until then,
Love
you guys
y'all.
have a beautiful evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night.